All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday, November 1st, and you are on day one of the last week of class. Um, Congrats, you've made it. And a few things before we kind of get into the week. One, obviously, the last week of class, so everything is going to be due by Sunday of this week. So you've got a week to finish up things. If you've not turned in everything for week 4, make sure to get that in. There will be a late fee, late deduction, but get that in. And then make sure you get those finals. Really, that final paper is 100 points. So if you don't want to get that in late, because if you do a great job at turning it in next Friday, like you've lost 50 points as opposed to like 25 on a normal assignment, or even less for a journal or something like that. So be sure to get that in. Remember a few things. Remember to post your original post on Wednesday. Respond by Sunday to at least 2 or 3 others on 3 separate days. That just keeps the conversation going. If we were in class, it would be like I talk, then you talk, then somebody else talks, then you may talk again, then a third person or fourth person talks. And so we're trying to, maybe it's not perfect, but we're trying to replicate that digitally in this capacity. So again, maybe it's not a perfect situation, but it is the situation we've all signed up for. So be sure you're doing that on multiple days throughout the week. If you're not, it's going to be reflected. Some of us, our grade and discussion is being killed by the fact that we're not posting on multiple days or we're not responding to multiple people. And so if I can't say you responded, then that knocks you down on the frequency or the response post. And so it can turn a 20 or 30 point grade into a 15 to 20 point grade. And those are easy points. It's a low hanging fruit, so please pick it this week. Get your easy 30, 35 points, and that way we can move on. So next, with regards to the final, there's a template on how to do it, so I'm not going to rehash all that. You can look at the examples in the discussion or in the assignment page, excuse me, and do that. The really important thing is you got to use multiple sources. You got to have at least 5 sources for outside sources for the assignment. So Erickson can work for 1, but you got to have 4 more, right? And then you're going to use the Bible, and you're going to combine these things into sharing what you think and how you feel about a certain aspect of theology. We've talked about all of them, so you're really writing down your 100 words or less ideas on creation or sin or whatever it is. So it may be that you say, I think God made everything, and then you're going to explain like the Bible verses you got that idea from, and then scripture or then other texts that kind of support that or help you think about those things. The scriptures or the text that you use don't have to be ones that you agree with. You can learn from what you disagree with. So if you see something that doesn't resonate and you're like something strikes a chord in you that's like no, it's not like that, it's like this, then that helps you like kind of create your own theology, and that's good too. That is useful information. We learn a lot by the things that we disagree with, and that's okay. But then that's 75 to 100 words. You're giving me not the Cliff's Notes version, but you're giving me like the really insightful. You're giving me the meat and potatoes over what you think on something. So be sure that you're doing that. So what it should look like: creation. Here's my 100 words on what I think about creation. Here's my 3 or 4 scripture verses. Here's my handful or 2 or 3 text outside of the Bible. And then you're going to have a works cited page, a bibliography. And so it's not going to look like APA format as we've traditionally done it, but it's going to have that works cited stuff as well. If you have any questions, please give me an email or put it in the student forum or student lounge discussions, because other people may be thinking the same thing, wondering about the same stuff. So be on top of that. And if that's nothing else, I've already graded your discussions for week 4, and then I'll get on to the rest of the journal assignment grades, and those will be done by Friday of this week. And then Next week, while you might be starting a whole other class, I'll be grading the papers and the stuff from your finals, and then within a week of you turning it in or of it being due, I'll have all those final grades posted, and I'll make one last announcement via email to let you know when those grades have been posted. If you're curious about what you got, so hope this finds you well, and we will see you in class soon. And thanks for being a part of all this.